Hello and welcome to Burning Waters of the Moon Tarot. My name is Desiree and this video is a reading for the energy of Pisces. So for this series I am using Arthur Wang's True Black Tarot. I am also using Mystic's Lux Umbra Tarot, and this deck is in French. And then I have an oracle deck called Earth, Moon, and Shadow Oracle by Serafina Mesa. And we'll draw an oracle card at the end of the reading to tie everything together. Okay. So, as I said at the beginning of this video, that this is for the energy of Pisces. And by that, I mean that we all have Pisces in our charts because of the house system. Okay, so if you may or may not have a planet in the sign of Pisces, but you absolutely have Pisces in one of your houses. And so because of that, I feel, and I'm sure most would agree, that we can call upon these energies and use these energies when we need them. So if we're not a Pisces sun or a Pisces rising, and we have Pisces in another part of our chart, that just means that we do have that energy, but it's just a little dormant, and it might take a little extra effort to express that type of energy. So sometimes if we need to look at things in maybe an intuitive way, try to understand it intuitively, we can call on the energies of Pisces and maybe even the energies of Gemini to help us work out the issue. And so that is how the energies of the zodiac work with one another. And so I think it's a great advantage for us to know that at any time we can call upon these energies and use them when we are in need. All right, Pisces, let's see what's going on with you. Okay, so we've got the Queen of Coins in reverse. Then we've got the Seven of Swords. And we have the Nine of Cups in reverse as well. Okay, so both of our... No, for some reason I thought this was Cups energy, but it's coins. So this is earth, air, and water. Okay. So I'm getting a definite... sort of things aren't the way that they seem kind of energy here, especially since our card that is upright is the Seven of Swords, and that is the card of deceit, of masking, of things not being as they seem. And so we've got the Queen of Coins in reverse, and so this card is about energy of like the Empress, taking care of the world around them, really understanding what's going on in your environment and knowing your environment. And so with that card being in reverse coupled with this here, there is some sort of trickery going on. You're not really aware of what's going on in your environment. There's just something is not quite as it seems, and it could be dealing with some emotions, like you might feel that you are comfortable and complete within a certain emotional situation, emotional attachment, good or bad. It doesn't have to necessarily be bad when we say emotional attachment or attachment to anything. I know some people beg to differ that being attached is not what we need to be to live a blissful life, but I feel attachment is something that is necessary as human beings because it helps us create bonds. And if you were just detached from everything, you would have no empathy. You wouldn't have feelings about anything. So attachment is not necessarily a bad thing, and it does have negative connotations that go with it. But so I just feel like there's just something going on an emotional level that is not what it seems, okay? So we're going to use the Lux Umbra Tarot to dive into this message a little bit deeper. And if for any reason this reading is not resonating with you, like I said earlier, we have all of the zodiac signs in our charts. And so what I recommend to you is check out some of the other videos, but search in a way of title. So just go through the videos list and find a title that reaches out for you, reaches out to you. And it doesn't matter what sign that it's in, because as I said, we have all of the signs in our charts because of the house system, okay? So sometimes we just need to use a little bit of our intuition to try to help guide us to solve the issue or to work out the problem. One more shuffle, okay? These cards are a bit thicker. So and then they have this beautiful rose petal finish. So they're kind of hard to shuffle. Okay, so we've got Nine of Swords. This is our nightmare card. Okay, so I'm getting the feeling that perhaps you are aware of this on some sort of level. You're just maybe not allowing that to come through. Then we've got the Ace of Cups in reverse. Okay. Four of Wands in reverse. Two of Cups upright. Two of Swords in reverse, Two of Pentacles in reverse, Three of Swords in reverse, Knight of Coins in reverse, and Three of Wands in reverse. So sometimes court cards can indicate people, right? And so we've got the Queen of Pentacles and then the Knight of Pentacles in reverse. So I have a feeling that this is related to two different energies. So we have the Queen of Pentacles, who, like I said, is real like a motherly figure, a feminine energy. Then we've got the Knight of Pentacles, more of a masculine energy, more of working with the energy of fire, because all knights or I should say, I attribute the knights, all of the knights, the energy of fire. So I see all of the knights as a little bit more masculine. Pages are a little bit more feminine. And of course we know the king and queen. Okay. And so with this knight, he is fire of earth, and so he's a little bit of a slower moving knight, and I think of lava when I think of this Knight of Pentacles coins. Oh goodness, let me switch your view here. There, now you can see your beautiful spread. The colors of this Lux Umbra tarot are amazing. This was a Kickstarter. I think it was the very first Kickstarter tarot deck that I backed long ago. Not too long ago, I don't know, 5 years, I guess. So it was the very first Kickstarter of tarot. I think I backed like a board game and maybe a bracelet of some kind of bracelet of a movement, you know. Okay, so let's see. I don't even know what happened to that bracelet. So with this energy here, with this nightmare card right next to this Ace of Cups in reverse and the Three of Swords in reverse, this kind of is giving me this energy of an emotional unsettlement, not really being exactly sure of what's going on. And so with our Queen of Pentacles, so queens are water, and so queens are very intuitive. And so the feeling that I'm getting here is that there are some red flags that are popping up for you, but you're not taking heed to them. I feel that you're kind of just banking on perhaps this is going to be a different type of situation, that this, you know, that you're hoping that you can turn this around some way. Now, I don't want to say that you can't, and I don't want to say that you can, because in situations like this, it really takes two. It's not all up to you. You can put in the energy that you want to try to turn the situation around, but the other party has to be willing to accept that energy and use that energy to help turn the situation around. So it actually takes two to start a synergistic transformation, if you will. So I don't want to say that you're wasting your time, but I do feel like you're getting these red flags that are telling you that this isn't the best idea. And with our Seven of Swords here, the Deceit card, that kind of lets us know that there is some kind of masking going on. There, all the truths, all the cards are not being laid out on the table. You don't have every information that you need to plow through. Now, even though you have these little red flags, your intuition is coming up, just because there isn't something that is like literally slapping you in the face saying, hey, this is not the way it should be. This is what's going on. This is really happening. It may be that you're willing to put yourself out on the line a little bit and try to change the situation around. Perhaps you see something in this situation that you feel requires your energy, that requires you to pour in what you have and try to transmute the energy into something more harmonious. And we do have the Two of Cups here, so I feel like there are two energies that are working with one another. But right next to the Four of Wands, I get the feeling that it's not too much of a stable energy. There's just, it's not a stable situation. And I feel like this Knight of Coins, sorry, I'm having to translate in my head because this is French. Because of this Knight of Coins, with this Knight being in reverse, I feel like there's some push for you to move faster than you're wanting to. I feel like this person or this energy is really trying to, I don't want to say forcefully push, but giving more pressure than is necessary to try to steer this in a way. And I don't really see that this is a good option. I mean, we've got lots of reversals here, and lots of these cards are in low and numeral as well. With this Three of Wands in reverse, there is some kind of creation that is happening. There's some passions that are flying, but it doesn't, to me, from what I'm reading here, it doesn't really seem like this is the way that we need to be heading, Pisces. There is now there is a saving grace here with this Two of Pentacles. This is like opportunity. This is like two energies that are coming together that can create. All right. So my advice here with this reading would just be tread very lightly, okay? And don't discount your intuition. All right. Know exactly what it is that you're getting into, and don't go in blindly. If you want to go in there and you want to try to revive this situation, revive this energy, revive this person, right? And try, and you believe in them. You know, maybe there's something in there that you see that wounded child, or you see that part of that person that hasn't been held before, and that's why this person is acting like this, and you feel that maybe you can help that person out. That's an admirable thing to do, and I find I do that often as well. I will most certainly take in wounded people and try to show them the love that they never received, or the friendship that they've never had. And so I quite often find myself doing that with many of my relationships. The thing that, like I said, that you have to remember is don't discount your intuition, okay? You have that Pisces energy, and Pisces are very, very intuitive. They are water-bound creatures. That water flows in and out of their bodies, just like your emotions do, and you process all of that. Don't discount those intuitions that you have. Don't discount the red flags, but know what it is that you're getting into so that the situation isn't masked and you're not surprised by it at the end. And like I said, it's a very admirable thing to show love to those who haven't experienced love, okay? And perhaps you can change this around. But just know exactly what it is that you're getting into, okay? All right. Now we're going to draw from the Earth, Moon, and Shadow deck. Another thing I want to point out as well, this is the shadow side of helping others, is that the shadow side of doing that is being around people who are getting involved with people who are emotionally unavailable, okay? And the shadow side of that is the reason why we do that is so that we don't have to be emotionally available, because we don't really want to be that vulnerable. So we seek out those people who also do not want to be vulnerable. But in the end, we all want that love and companionship. It's just that some of us are really afraid to show it, or really afraid to let others know that that's what we want, or so afraid of it that we don't even really know that that's what we're seeking. And so that's why some people seek out others who are emotionally unavailable. Okay, so that's the flip side of wanting to help others. All right. That's the flip side of not of taking risks, with people who are emotionally unavailable. Is it perhaps that could be something that you're running from as well? All right, let's see what the Earth, Moon, and Shadow deck has for us. So we've got restoration, incubation, and growth. What a pretty card. This is the Wolf Moon. I'm going to read that. Man cannot remake himself without suffering, for he is both the marble and the sculptor. The January full moon is also known as the Wolf Moon. The name refers to a time in history when wolves would appear and howl hungrily outside the northeastern Native American villages where temperatures would drop into the single digits. January is a deceivingly calm time that is actually ripe with change and transition as the wheel of the year keeps turning and the cold, dark days melt into seamlessly endless winter nights. When the wolf moon is revealed in a spread, it is calling out this time of incubation. We may think we are stagnant and nothing is happening, but actually this is a time of pure growth. We are being guided to use this time to feed and nourish the growth by expanding our knowledge and awareness. During this downtime, the energy that surrounds can change just as abruptly and dramatically as the weather. So let us take advantage of the lull and use it to cultivate our growth by seeking out that which sets our souls on fire. For when the snow moon rises in a reading, it carries with it an important message. You are not some pitiful, defeated mess. You are a fucking cyclone that is back building. Okay, I didn't know that there were curse words in this. No worries. I'm no stranger to cuss words. Okay, so I would feel that perhaps because of what this card means is that perhaps you might be down on this situation as well, and perhaps there was some deceit and you're kind of living with some little bit of heartbreak, right? And so you're kind of licking your wounds in a way, restoring yourself back to your full expression. All right. And perhaps you want to continue with this situation, and perhaps not. That is completely and totally up to you. That is just something that you will have to decide. But this might be the time of restoration, incubation, and growth. And it can also indicate this situation as well. Perhaps the situation just needs some time to kind of marinate in love, okay, instead of marinating in deceit and marinating in this sort of chaotic emotion, okay. And that's what I have for you, Pisces. Sometimes these readings aren't as shiny and happy as others, but that's the reality of life. We all experience ups and downs. We all make mistakes, and it's not always going to be butterflies and gumdrops. So hopefully this resonated with you. If not all of it does, perhaps a portion of it does, and you can help. This can help bring some light to a situation. And if you do know someone who can benefit from this reading, go ahead and share it, and hopefully you can help that person out as well. All right, Pisces, thank you for your time. I appreciate it, and I'll see you next reading. Take care.